Oh, I have always wanted to do that, but I don't think I could pull it off. How did it feel?
I feel the force.
Okay, Codsworth. So, um, we are going to rebuild the house, or we're going to build this settlement, and we want to start by rebuilding the house. So, this is kind of a work in progress, but after about 45 minutes, this is what we came up with to rebuild the house, and it took about 45 minutes of trial and error to get the figure out where we could put the floors and that kind of stuff. So what we've done is what we have is four long, and on the top 4 long and 2 wide with our roof, and we could probably make the entire roof this same shape. It was just something I was kind of messing around with, just to kind of experiment and see what I thought of that shape. The one thing is with the front, I think you're gonna have to go with um, the taller shape due to the front of the house. Um, Otherwise, it would look rather silly with the short bit, but it may make more sense to have the tall roof line all the way across. So that is what we have, and I mean, by no means is it perfect, but I mean, we could close off this front piece here and see how it goes, but this is what we've come up with so far. Now the bottom floor, we have 2 wide by 3 long, and then I went ahead and put this piece in with that wall there, and what that does is that's going to come along the outside of the house here, and then with the partial wall is going to come back across into the house and kind of help close in the end around the house. So more or less, this is going to go around the house instead of fit right inside the house. Now, what I have been doing in my trial is having the this wall go right along the inside of the far, would be the southernmost wall of the house. So let's see if we can get this put back in there again, and see how this goes. And there's been a couple of great methods and people that's done this as well, and they did a slightly different method, and um, this is kind of what I came up with. Now, of course, getting yourself into the right position is extremely important when you're doing this part. So you can see it kind of blipping every so often. Maybe I have to get a little bit closer here potentially. Getting in the right position, and then usually you can see it turned green there. So there's this little sweet spot. Once I get it into that sweet spot, there you go. So once I have that there, I can kind of pull the house back if I wanted to, or I could still kind of push it forward a little bit and see how that goes. Now, see, there we go. Let's see if we can raise it up just a little bit, just to try to get the floor. So there's kind of this sweet spot, and let's see where we are with the floor. That spot right there is pretty good, and that's pretty close to where we're going to have it. And so if we go inside here, we can see what we have. And I just used these mesh floors to kind of seal off the top. They worked out pretty well, and that kind of thing. And then the back, we're going to have this slight gap here, but we can patch that up with some other walls and that kind of thing. I haven't even tried to see if we can possibly put some walls here. I didn't think oh, that one will go. This one I'm sure won't go because we have that wall there, but we can patch that up. So I could seal that off if I wanted to. really what I'd probably like to do is just go with this doorway. That way we can still have an egress there. And then, like I said, I can patch that all up. That's not going to be a problem. Potentially, we could even use something like this here. Um, it's trying to snap over here by me. Um, Now, I would have to maybe try it, and I don't think it's probably going to work. So, kind of questioning whether or not I should try it, but we could seal that off there, and then likewise we could probably go, if we really wanted to try it, we could see if we could put something like that there, but it may not go. But I mean, we can definitely seal that off. But as you can see, I mean, we have this interior wall, so it's going to look a little bit different, but I mean, we can hide that with a lot of different things, you know. We can hide that with, you know, different furnitures and other walls and, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm not terribly concerned about that. One of the things that this does do, this gives us something for a porch or an entrance to come into here. And then likewise, we've got this patched all the way through so we can walk all the way out. So we don't have that problem. The floor, as you can tell, it looks really nice. It blended in really nicely. So you can barely even tell where the house floor was and this, you know, where it ends and the new floor begins. And then upstairs, let's grab our ladder. Let's see what it looks like. I have not been upstairs yet, so let's see what it looks like upstairs, and might be the defining factor on whether or not we keep it. There we go. Just like trying to glitch it in, the ladder is going to be in the perfect spot. Oh yeah. So the upstairs floor, that came out really nice. So that kind of seals that off. This seals this off, and like I said, we could probably go with a wall here. Um, and we can go with a wall there. Now this wall would not go there, but I'm curious if we took, let's just save this real quick. I'm curious if we took this, oh yeah, confirm, Gee, Christmas. If we took this out and then see if we could put another wall in here. Um, Probably not. It might be worth it to see if we could put that wall in there with, you know, as we glitch it in. I'm gonna guess that it's not gonna go, but yeah, so doesn't look like that's gonna go. Um, I don't want you there, I want you there. Um, yeah, see, so that's not gonna go. Um, Unfortunately, all of the parts that we would want, but I feel like we could probably patch that up. Just out of curiosity, can we seal this? This, I know that will go up there. Will this one go up there? Yeah, so that will go up there. I feel confident that we can patch this up. Now, the question is whether or not we would want to have some sort of a way to get out to here. That might be something we want, or some sort of windows or something like that to be able to look out over this way. So that would be something that I would want to work on. So this is the solution that I came up with, and let's just see if where we are with you know, making all of the walls, and it should just be as simple as just putting the walls in, right? Right, so we can just put new walls here and you know, there, and redo the roof so it's all um, one big double story thing. I mean, we could even go half and half. I don't know what the purpose of having the shorter walls would be, but you know, it's just something, you know, to make it slightly visually more interesting. You know, I'm envisioning, you know, potentially some sort of kind of offices or barracks or something like that up here. But yeah, so that's what I've come up with, and I'm just kind of curious what everybody thinks of this method, and what you might think of how I did that, and if you like it, if you think that would, if just kind of what everybody thinks. If nothing else, it's another way that people could repair this house, and this may be a bit quicker method to do it if you wanted to do it this way. So um, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will be happy to take your thoughts and considerations or thoughts and comments into consideration. So, all right, what do you think, Codsworth? It's got potential, doesn't it? I thought so too. Later, everybody.
Boy, that knock to the head must have been harder than I thought, because I'm seeing crazy things that I don't even understand.
I've had enough stimulation for one day.
I'm afraid the strain was more than he could bear.